In 30 days, I can help you transform your brain. I am starting my new 30-day mindful skill, mindful moment challenge. If you can stick with me, I'm going to teach you so many amazing skills regarding mindfulness. Through this journey, we're going to walk through it together. You're going to learn how to practice them every day. I'm going to give you deep insights into how to incorporate them into your life and why they're so important, what they do for you, and how they benefit you. Here's the cool thing. You've seen me do this before. I've done a lot of day 1, day 2, the 7 symptoms of anxiety that you didn't know about. This is different. I'm going to be teaching this skill, but at the same time, in a separate video, I'm actually going to be practicing it so you can see it in real time. And here's the other cool thing about it. Not only am I going to be teaching you the skill and then practicing it with you in 2 separate videos, you can also follow along if you want. I put together this workbook that has every single topic that I'm going to be speaking about, along with the activity on a worksheet that you can follow along with. And you can get the workbook if you want to. If you don't want to do that, you can just follow along with all of these videos. I'm really excited about it. Give me 30 days and I'm going to help you transform your brain. Today we're going to be talking about the very first step, which is to set an intention for the next 30 days. Why are we doing that? When we set an intention for something, we are pointing at it basically with our brain and saying, this is something that I want to do. This is something that I want to accomplish. It helps us to define what our path will look like as we move forward. It helps us to understand what it is that we're looking to gain out of this process. And it also helps to give us clear steps of what to actually do next. When we set an intention, it's really important that we make it clear, concise, and positive. So someday I'm going to give up junk food. That is not clear, concise, or positive. The someday doesn't give me a definite space or time frame. And when I say I'm going to give up, that's a negative. Junk food is also a negative. So what I want to say is something positive, and I also want to make it very present moment focused. So what I want you to do in this very next activity, and page 2 of your workbook is setting your intention. Think about 3 things that you're hoping to get out of this 30-day process, whether it be inner peace, whether it be healthier relationships, whether it be more productivity at work, whatever it is you're looking to gain, write it down. And again, like I said, keep it positive. Don't say I'm going to give up junk food, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to stop being distracted. What you're going to say is, I am taking the best care of my body. I am focused and aligned. I am being healthy in all of my relationships and communicating effectively. That's what you want to write for your intention. I am in the process of creating healthy relationships. This workshop is going to help me, or these daily videos are going to help me to create the life that I want. That is a positive intention. So follow and like this video, and in the next one, I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to actually do the very first activity so you can see what that looks like. This is day 1 of this workshop or workbook series. And today I'm doing the My Intentions worksheet. And so I wanted everyone to come up with at least 3 intentions, and then why the intention is important. And so for me, my first intention is to get back to my full mindfulness practice. When I was working full-time, before I moved out of state, I was up in the Northeast, I was teaching mindfulness every single day, and I was meditating multiple times a day. I was teaching mindfulness, I was practicing mindfulness. I was so centered and so focused, and it just felt wonderful. And I felt like I was just in the best place of my life in terms of my brain and its health. And then how I kind of walked through life and how I managed situations. Even though things weren't perfect, it doesn't mean my life wasn't perfect, but it meant that I was approaching life, I felt, in the most effective way that I had ever done, ever in my life. And so I want to get back to that. My intention is to get back to my regular mindful practice where I'm meditating every single day, at least once a day, and then practicing mindfulness throughout the nooks and crannies of my day, and being mindful. And the reason why it's important is because, like I said, it made me feel the best I ever had in my life, as far as my brain and relationships and my focus at work and all of that. So the second thing that I want to set an intention for is to get back to mindful care of my body. And I've hit a certain age, as a lot of women will be able to relate to, and things change and things shift, and the symptoms that arise, and weight shifts into places that you never thought it was going to. And I kind of gave up eating healthfully as a result of that. I felt like it was just too hard. And so I'm going to be mindful about getting back to that, because I started eating more junk food and things that I don't think are necessarily healthy for me. So my second intention will be, I am taking amazing care of my body. I am taking amazing care of my body. The first one is I am getting my mind back to my best mindful state. And then my third one is to make sure that I am focusing on my well-being in terms of how I set my time and boundary my time. So I'm not going to say I'm going to stop doing things that I don't like doing. What I'm going to say is I am setting boundaries and incorporating things into my life that are the most meaningful and give me purpose. And the reason why that's important is because actually, from a scientific level, we know that when you are helping others, doing things for others, not that you should do it necessarily at the expense of yourself, but when you're doing things to help other people, it actually elevates your happiness. So I know that for me, just anecdotally, when I help other people, I feel better. When I do these videos and I can help even just one person, that makes me feel better. And so that is my third reason, is to help other people as best I can, but also be mindful about the boundaries and what I do in my life and how I do it. So those are my three intentions for this mindful session. I'm gonna fill out this worksheet. I'm gonna write all those down, and then we'll see you next time. So like and follow. I'll be back tomorrow with day 2, sneak peek. Day 2 is gratitude. So I'll see you then.